everyone. Nice to see you. So, after last week, huge announcement. Yes, I'm writing a book. You've heard about it. I think today we can go back to our standard programming and continue talking a little bit to what we've been talking for the past couple of weeks, which is all about leadership characteristics. Which characteristics make a leader, right? And so, another characteristic that I think is very important we talk about is that true leaders have come to term with the reality that they can only drive action, but they hold themselves accountable to results. Yes, you drive effort, but you measure and you keep yourself accountable to achieving results. And what I mean by that is that the reality is that in life, and this is not only about professional careers or corporate America, this is what really life is all about. There are a lot of things that you can put effort towards, and of course, true leader put effort in those things that they believe will have the higher probability of generating the highest impact possible. But ultimately, what we can do as human beings is only drive effort. Mhm. Then, though, how we keep ourselves accountable has to be against results and not only against action. So, let me give you an example. Companies thrive if return on investments are good, right? Athletes get rewarded for winning the gold medal at the Olympics or winning the World Cup, whatever, right? Depending on the sports. So, what the world sees and rewards is impact. And so, in order to be true leaders, we need to come to terms with the fact that that's a reality. But what an athlete can control is only how well they eat and how often they practice and how focused they are in their training. Exactly like companies drive strategic direction and take actions to deliver new products that they think will meet the customer expectation and all of that. But there is that element of uncertainty. And so, again, leaders are very, very careful in choosing the actions that drive the highest probability of having an impact. But nevertheless, they are aware that there is an element of mystery that comes with it. Why is this important? Why am I telling you this? Because I've heard far too many times that the part about we reward impact, which is super important, but so often people that have not yet understood these dynamics feel frustrated because they were like, oh my gosh, I've put so much of effort and the impact has not been there, and now I'm being punished, let's say, for that. So here is the reality, and I think that being straightforward here is incredibly important. You can only drive action. Where you need to be smart is deciding which action exactly, right? In order to maximize your probability of having a big impact, and resiliency, and keep going at it, right? Those are the only two things that you can really control. Then you have to trust the process. And there is an element of leadership that comes with being okay with that. Yes, today I'm telling you a hard truth to accept, but trust me, that's what it is. Real leaders drive effort, but they keep themselves accountable to impact. What do you think about this super tough topic. If you think carefully, it can be really, really tough. I would love to hear from you. I'm Simona Pappalardo, and I'm a coach who helps overworked and overwhelmed managers become confident and authentic leaders who create success for themselves, their teams, and their organization at large. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.